Good morning, everyone. My name is Joy. Today I'm going to present my observation on the case study to demonstrate how the application of human developmental theory. And I have chosen NOLA case study and Erik Erikson human development theory. So first of all, let we start it with Eric and his theory. Erikson is one of the is the ego psychologist who developed one of the most popular and influential human developmental theory. And he based on Freud psychosexual theory to develop his psychosocial theory. And he is focused on in his theory, he focused on how social experiences and relationships impacted on human development, and he has developed his 8 stages through from infancy to adulthood. At each stage, there are conflict or the task that we need to resolve. If people successfully to resolve the conflict, they will develop a strong and healthy personality. If they fail to deal with the conflict or the task, they might not develop a necessary essential skill that they needed for a strong sense of self. So there will be his 8 stages, and I will show you guys. So let's move on to NOLA. So to obtain the relevant information about NOLA, we can there's some question that we can ask foster case worker in foster care, case worker in foster care, and her guardian. We ask about so some question like would it be okay to tell me about what happened to Nala before she came to foster care? How is her relationship with you? How does she communicate with others, such as her friends or her guardian? Does she still talk to her mom? Can you tell me a bit more about her behavior and performance while she lives in foster care? And there's some question you can get some information from Nola as well. So you can ask her, first of all, you as a 6-year-old girl, so it's better to ask to gain her consent to ask a question like, would it be okay to ask you a question to see if she's comfortable or happy for us to ask her a question? And then we started to ask about something like what is the most wonderful thing ever happened to you? Who is your best friend? What are your favorite things to do? Who do you want to be in the future? Do you play with your friends and talk to your friends a lot? And there's some question from that we can see, and then explain how is it impacts on her development. So according to Erikson developmental theory, Nola has been impacted by her relationship and experience with her mom at a very early stages of her life. And from Erikson's psychosocial theory, we can know that Nola have some developmental delay, and she delayed as she has failed to complete the conflict task at each stage of Erikson developmental theory. And there I will show you guys how show you each stage how she failed to complete the task. So at first stage of Erikson theory, the child is dependent and their trust is built up by the dependability and quality of the caregivers. It means Nola just building build her trust on how her mom and how is her mom look after her. As we know that for her mom is having issue with illicit substances, and they considered to be homeless, and they living in the different places, and we can tell that her mom didn't give her adequate care, didn't give her enough care, love, warmth, and nurturing, just that food and everything. So Nola has failed no one encouraged Nola to develop her first stages to build her trust. So Nola will see the world different, and she will become feel like she cannot trust anyone, just any others. So, and as I identified that Nola has ongoing issue, that she had trouble controlling her emotion and behavior, that she steals food from other children lunch boxes, and we can tell that she's 6 years old and she doesn't know what is wrong and what is right to do. But at the second stage of Erikson, the child needs to develop a sense of personal control over physical skills or a sense of independence. So we can see that Nola haven't developed, couldn't control her behavior. She couldn't know what is wrong and what is right. She couldn't know that stealing lunch boxes from her friend is bad, and that's why we can see that she has failed again to complete the task at the stage 2 due to her lack of care from her mother, and no one helped her to develop her sense of autonomy and independence. At the stage 3 of Erikson theory, the child at this point of development is they start to exert their power control over the environment. Environment, as I mentioned, that Nola has not successfully completed any early stages, and now she has not got a sense of the world is trustworthy, and she's not able to act independently. So in this stage, Nola would fail again to complete this task, and due to that no one gives her encouragement to exploring things to help her to make appropriate choice. And there an issue that Nola had limited socialization, and she struggled to negotiating play rules with other children. She also had difficulty attending instruction and following the tasks in the classroom. As we say, from the Erikson developmental theory, we can see that Nola has a developmental delay because she has failed to complete all the tasks or the conflict at each stage due to no encouragement from her mom, due to experience from social from relationship with her mom, from her social experience that she don't have a home, don't have a proper place to live. She's living in the foster care as well, and she it would explain how social interaction and relationship impacted on Nola development. So what considered to be a normal development, that 6-year-old girl is supposed to know how to socialize and how to communicate with other children, to be able to learn and follow teacher instruction. They know what they know. They know what they should do, what is wrong, what is right. They believe that the world is trustworthy, and they know that they know what they preferred, and they can make a decision by themselves that how the normal development. But she hasn't got recognized what is wrong and what is right. She couldn't control her behavior and steal food from others. She had limited socialization. She couldn't follow the instruction and following the class. So yeah, it's not really normal for a 6-year-old child. And there's some, we can feel that Nola social experiences, and her mother didn't provide a proper care, adequate care for her, and her living environment is foster care is the potential factor responsible for the variation from normal development. And as a community worker, to make a appropriate referral and reporting in line with organizational requirement, we need to ensure we're verifying all the information with foster care workers. We ensure the confidentiality, the privacy, compliance with the organization reporting guidelines, document and report the object, or document and report with objective and accurate written, ensure the accuracy of the information, and consider dignity of risk. If you want to make a referral and reporting to meet the organization requirement. So refer to NOLA. What we can do to NOLA, so we can refer NOLA to occupational therapist who will help her to develop her with her developmental delay and intellectual disability and her emotional issue. So they would increase her ability to participate in daily activities. And they are occupational therapists in Beam Health, location in Warner and I will give you and then we can refer her to early intervention program, such as like Samaritan's Early Childhood Early Intervention Program. Will provide short-term support for family who are concerned about their child development, or we can send her to child psychology services. They will provide support to children under 12 years with psychological difficulty. So the last thing I want to tell you guys about Erikson theory, that I will identify the strength and the limitation of Erikson developmental theory. In the strength of Erikson developmental theory, that Erikson successfully ties together the importance of psychosocial development across the lifespans. And Erikson theory allows us to empathize the social nature of human beings and the importance of social relationships have on human development. And the theory is more descriptive overview of human social and emotional development. But there are some limitations as well. So they doesn't have. He doesn't say about the cost of development. The theory doesn't have a universal mechanism for crisis resolution. So the theory is moving on one stage to the next stage is not really well described and developed. The theory fails to detail exactly what type of experiences are necessary for each state in order to resolve the conflict. So that is all for today. That is all my observation about the Erik Erikson human developmental theory on knowledge development. You guys can